We need all hands on deck, man. Soon this pad, we need to clean up. We're in the tornado. Oh, we need all hands on deck, man. Soon this pad, we need to clean up. We gotta clean up. Oh my God.
See my plan this weekend, I bought some more flowers. Yeah. From Dana. Remember? Yeah, I got this. Yeah, I'm put my number. 314. I got this.
This is the book of Ezekiel 38 and 11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. And this is talking about America, Babylon the Great, man. And is indeed being visited by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. You know, and it's only going to continue to get worse because of all the evil that has transpired in this wicked, system, and for what they've done to the children of Israel, man. So first and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to push the button. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakal Kadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And I hope and pray that this lesson be edifying to your elect. So, in the news, multiple storms, as it says here, at least 23 deleted as storms batter states from Heartland to East Coast, man. You know, so the middle America and to the east, you know, parts of the East Coast, man, are being hit with these different storms, man. And even in Chicago, I seen that they had a which is, you know, middle, you know, Midwest. They had a like a dust storm. So I mean, on top of everything else that's going on, you know, different you know, reports of blackouts and different things of that nature. I mean, there's so much happening, it's hard to keep up, you know. But the Lord said that He would plague Egypt as before, man. And this is indeed spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man. You know. So let's read a little bit of this, and I got you know, a couple of scriptures, and yeah, that'll be the lesson. So it says it's from ABC News 3 hours ago. It says at least 23 people were reported deleted across several states in an expansive outbreak of severe weather from the U.S. heartland to the East Coast. State officials reported 14 people deleted in Kentucky, 7 in Missouri, and 2 in Virginia. At least 600,000 people are now without power from Michigan to Tennessee. Remnant storms from Friday's severe, which was yesterday, weather outbreak and continuing into Saturday morning, and as of this morning, 26 tornadoes have been reported from Friday's storms in Kentucky, Indiana, Missouri, Illinois, and 1 from New Jersey. Softball-sized hail was reported in Barlow, Kentucky, and Sullivan, Indiana, with greater than tennis ball size hail reported locally from Texas to Ohio, man. So it's a lot happening, man. In total, 15 states have reported storm damage from hail, winds, and tornadoes, from Missouri up to Michigan and out to New Jersey, as severe storms continue tracking through the east central United States from Arkansas to Virginia. And it says, meanwhile, a severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for portions of southeastern Arkansas, north central Alabama, and central Mississippi until 10 a.m. So there's possible more storms coming, man. And we, you know, pray that those brothers, you know, Yahawashi protect those brothers that are out there, man, you know, and their families out there, man. You know, it says, in central Mississippi until 10 a.m. Central Time, with another severe thunderstorm watch, in effect for portions of northern South Carolina, west central North Carolina, and southern Virginia until 12 p.m. It says quarter-size hail and as well as down trees and roof damage have already been reported with these storms, and they are expected to continue into the late morning on Saturday. For the Northeast, the highest threat is centered over portions of upstate New York, western Massachusetts, most of Vermont, and western New Hampshire, including Burlington, Vermont, Springfield, Massachusetts, and Albany, New York, with primary risk being with the primary risk being damaging winds and large hail and a few isolated tornadoes possible. For the south central plains, the highest threat is centered over portions of central Texas. That includes Dallas and Arlington, Texas. A larger but lesser threat also exists for other areas of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, and includes Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Arkansas, and Wichita, Kansas. So yeah, man.
Millions of people from Florida to Pennsylvania are under the threat of severe storms.
2 months ago. But yeah, the Lord's visiting this place, man. You know, the Lord is indeed visiting Babylon, man. Let's see. So this is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Excuse me. So this is all from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. You know, all these things, these calamities that these people are going through are being, these storms and tempests are being sent from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man, to destroy these damn devils, man. Let's see, let's get this. So this is, you know, in Psalms 83, when you go to the top, it talks about, you know, the, matter of fact, let me just read it. Psalms 83, I'll go straight to the point. 83 and 2, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. Right? So these devils, and it goes down to list, you know, who these our enemies are, the enemies of the nation of Israel. So these other nations are our enemies, Salakia. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is gonna visit them for this, man. So this is what it says in the prayer. In Psalms it says, Psalms 83 and 11, make their nobles, right there, their heads, talking about our enemies, like Oreb and like Zeeb, yeah, all their princes as Zebah and as Zamuna, right? So when you look up, that was from Judges, the 7th chapter. So I just did a quick, search, just, you know, for edification, right? So Oreb, this is from Google or AI overview. Oreb, Zeeb, Zebah, and Zalmunna are biblical figures specifically mentioned in the book of Judges and Psalms 83. Oreb and Zeeb were Midianite leaders defeated by Gideon. Zebah and Zalmunna were also Midianite kings who were captured and executed by Gideon. The story of their deaths is commemorated in Psalms 83, and that's pretty much, you know, what is being said. You know, so make their nobles like these nobles that were destroy our enemies. That's what's being said. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the Most High in possession, right? So they not do that. When you read further up in this chapter, you know, they kept us as a possession and refused to let us go. The same thing is in ancient Egypt, man. When Moses was saying, you know, the Lord had Moses saying to let his people go, and Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi had hardened Pharaoh's heart so that the Lord could continue to plague Egypt. You know, that's what's being said. And, you know, here we are in spiritual Egypt, you know, and, you know, our oppressors are doing the same thing. As the scripture says, there's no new thing under the sun, man. You know, it says, on my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm, man. You know, and these people, you know, these Edomites and these other heathens, and even 2/3 of our people, man, you know, the Lord is going to visit them with much terror, man. You know, many evils are coming to these people that have came up against the children of Israel, in particular the elect, you know, that are sighing and crying for all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof, man. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi are going to protect, you know, the ones that were given to him, man, you know, to Yahawashi, man. Let's see, it says, Isaiah 13:11, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, right? And this is the proudest people on the planet, man. These damn Americans, man. You can't tell these niggas nothing. They go, when they visit, especially, you know, or really everybody, but these damn N-dubs, man, You know, they go into a whole nother country and act like they own the shit because of the way that they're, you know, exalted, you know, or shown favor here in Babylon, man. You know, here in America, man. With that shit, the Lord's gonna do away with all that proud shit, man. You know, pride goes before a fall, man. And a haughty spirit, you know, before destruction, roughly paraphrasing, man. It says Isaiah 13:11, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, man. So, hey, this great destruction is coming, you know, to this place, man. So let's get this, and then I want to get that, because this is the same thing that was being said, you know, the same frame of mind before the children of Israel, you know, were freed from the Egyptian captivity, man. You know, so this is before, you know, Moses and the children of Israel went to the Red Sea, and Moses parted the sea so that the Israelites could walk on dry ground, you know, and escape from Pharaoh and his army, man. Before Pharaoh and his army were you know, destroyed and drowned in the sea, once the Lord closed, you know, the waters again, and made the waters come back and drowned all the Pharaoh and his army, man. So this is what Moses said to the children of Israel. Exodus 14:13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians, right, in the modern day Egyptians, you know, are these Edomites, man. You know, we're in modern day, spiritual Egypt, right? And they're the ones that have us in captivity, just like in ancient Egypt, man. You know, for the Egyptians who ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. And that's the same thing that is said in the book of Obadiah when it talks about the Edomites, man. You know, the eyes that have seen them shall see them no more, roughly paraphrasing. It says it the same way, you know. Exodus 14:14, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And that's, you know, that's the point I wanted to get, man. You know, trusting Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and we'll be all right, man. But all of our enemies that have been coming up and fighting against us, it's not gonna fare so well for those devils, man. Let's see, let's get this, and I'll end off. Matter of fact, let's get this, and then I'll end off on that. This is Job 11:20. But the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape. Right? So we have hope. You know, that's why, as the apostles and elders, GMS named it the hopeful elect. You know, we have hope. But the hope of these devils is this. But the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape. And their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost, man. So that's what they hoping, just to be destroyed, and hopefully they have a quick deletion, man. That's what their hope is, man. But we're hoping for deliverance. We're hoping for salvation, man. They don't have no hope. So this is Isaiah 29, and I'll read it in the KJV first, and I'll read it in the NLT. In the KJV, Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts, right, of armies, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And the Lord is indeed visiting these devils, and it's only going to continue to increase. And the multitude of all the nations that fight against Ariel, even all that fight against her and her munition, and that distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Right? So imagine you're hungry, you dream that you ate something, you wake up, you're still hungry. This is what the Lord's got for these devils, man. Nothing but anguish, man. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul hath appetite, so shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion, man. So let's read it in the NLT, the New Living Translation. It says, I, the Lord of heaven's armies, will act for you with thunder and earthquake and great noise, with whirlwind and storm and consuming fire. So the Lord's fighting for us, and these devils are being visited, man. And it's, you know, the Lord's going to continue to turn it up on these devils, man. So we got to keep the faith, man. Keep believing, keep seeking the Lord 10 times more, repenting, you know, praying without ceasing, asking the Lord for mercy, asking the Lord for guidance, you know, protection, a sound mind, asking the Lord not to take his Holy Spirit from us, as King David prayed for. You know, we got to continue in all of these things and hope that Yahawashi will find, you know, us will be found in what's the word I'm looking for, in his good graces. I'll say it that way. We found worthy, you know, of salvation, man. You know, 7th verse says, all the nations fighting against Jerusalem will vanish like a dream. Those who are attacking her walls will vanish like a vision of the night. A hungry person dreams of eating, but wakes up still hungry. A thirsty person dreams of drinking, but is still faint from thirst when morning comes. So it will be with your enemies, with those who attack Mount Zion, man. So, hey, all praises to Yahawashi, man. Let's get this one.
We're in the tornado. Oh, we need all hands on deck, man. Soon this pad, we need to clean up. We got to clean up. Oh, my God.
See, my plan this weekend, I bought some more flowers. Yeah. From Dana. Remember?
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, I'm putting my number. 314.
I got this.
And I was showing a lot of jakes, but, you know, 2/3 of our people are, you know, confederate with these devils, man, and they want to keep, you know, Esau society going. So though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. So a lot of our people are going to be destroyed with Esau for loving Esau. So, you know, hey, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I just wanted to report on this. You know, the Lord is visiting Babylon, man. So I hope and pray that this lesson was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to thank Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to push the button. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me his truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out to listen and learning. Fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. Yahawah is going to continue to fight for us. Sincere brothers and sisters of the elect. And salutations, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. I want to say abba, babal, and kwam yasharala. Hey, shalom. To the next one.